This fanfiction is only for entertainment purposes, so please don't take it seriously and don't be offended. It's just a story made out of imagination, so it doesn't define any character in real life. I hope you'll enjoy the story and leave positive comments without hating the author and character. I don't own any pictures, but the storylines are completely mine. I will do voiceover so you can mute it if you want. Hope you will like the video. Kim Taehyung, business tycoon and now underworld king too. Standing in front of a small apartment holding a flower bouquet, he was sweating. He gulped as he rang the bell. Beside him was standing his right-hand man, the only true best friend he got, Max, who was enjoying his nervousness as he never saw him this nervous ever before. Just then the door opened, revealing a small boy child. He was looking at Taehyung with his big doe eyes, while Taehyung and Max's eyes widened as they realized something immediately. Just then Taehyung looked behind of that boy and saw his only reason for being here. For being alive right now. You. His YN. His ex-girlfriend, the one who should probably hate him for the thing he has done to you. His eyes softened with unshed tears as he saw you again after years. His heartbeat fastened, but even before he could call you, you saw him. Your panic in rushing there and slamming the door on his face broke something which already broken inside him, his heart. He wasn't even able to say a word for next few seconds as he can feel his hardly taking breaths. Max, hey, you didn't told me that you have a child too. And that too so cute. Max say to lighten the mood, only to see Taehyung fall on his knees as he heard your sobs clearly from inside. He put his hand on the door like he knew you are sitting behind that door touching it. He touched it like he was touching you. Taehyung, oh, how much I will hurt her more? How could I be so cruel? How did she endure everything alone all these years? What would I even say to her now? How will I explain it? Taehyung say as tears fall uncontrollably from his eyes. His heart heavy with all the guilt, sadness, and loneliness. Few minutes ago. Where are you, bunny? I can't found you. You are so good at hiding. You say, controlling your smile while seeing your 5-year-old child smiling through mirror while hiding behind you. You are playing hide and seek with him as it's your weekend and you promise to spend it with him. He's your cute little child and you are his single mother who always loved him even though he looks alike the man who betrayed you and shattered your heart 6 years ago. Suddenly he moved a little and accidentally bumped into table, making the table pot fall and shattered immediately. Your eyes widened as you turn around and picked him up in panic, checking him out. Be you, bunny? Rin, I am all right, mama. Don't cry. He say as he wiped the tear which you didn't even realize when left your eyes. You joined your forehead with his trying to calm down as he's all right and the glass didn't even touch him because it fall on the other side. You kissed his whole face in concern while he giggled. You put him down, making him wear his slippers and make him stand away from glasses while start cleaning the room, taking the glass pieces in a polythene to throw them out. Just then the doorbell rang. You were about to get up but Rin say in middle. Ran, mama wait. There's a glass behind you. I will open the door, don't move. He say and ran towards the door, making you chuckled as you kept doing your work, but then you don't heard any voice for next few seconds, making you shock. You turn your head only for your eyes to be widened as they meet him. Your heart skipped a beat then another when suddenly Ron called to you and your eyes widened as you realized that he saw him. Your ex-boyfriend, Kim Taehyung, standing with someone in front of your door suddenly after years, looking at you with the most soft yet hurt eyes he can. You ran towards the door and shut him at his face before he could even react. Your breath stopped as you looked back at Ren. There's no way he won't recognize Ren as they looked like a carbon copy of each other. But after so many years, why is he here now? The one who didn't call even once, the man who left you after doing it with you, discarded you like it was just for your body, your sweet boyfriend who disappeared without a trace is back now. The worst? He's looking at you with the same eyes, yet those eyes are now very deep and heavy, like holding a dark truth, a deep pain. But what scared you the most was the fact that he was looking at Ren like he was his, just like he looked at you like you were his. Your knees go weak as you fall down on your knee. A tear escaped either in pain or due to remained hatred. The past that you never forget. Ren, mama, was he my dad? Did God listen to me and send the star into a human form for me? Rin asked, totally amused, unaware of your pain, but just then he saw the tear in your eyes and came towards you. As always, he wiped them. Rin, is he not my dad? Was he a bad man? Don't worry, Mom, your bunny will protect you. Rin said firmly while cupping your cheek. You immediately pulled him into a warm embrace and can't help but choke on your tears. Your choke voice was low, yet in the silent it echoed like it was the only voice in the whole universe. You didn't know what's happening right now. And why now when you already start living happily finally, but even through your sobs you make a decision. A decision to leave this house as soon as possible. Even the city for a few days, because your gut feelings are telling you that something's isn't right. That something will wrong happen if you won't leave on time. Like someone unwanted will come into your life, and you won't be able to throw him away. But you didn't know what's the future hold. That no matter how much you will try to run away, but he won't let you run away. He will make you as again as after years he have seen you again, and now that he got one look it became his salvation. The only salvation he can't let go. Rin opened his eyes slowly only to find you laying beside him, but you weren't sleeping, you were unconscious. When you were trying to leave the city with Rin, someone kidnapped you after making you both unconscious, and you even in unconsciousness, you can still feel his warmth, which was no doubt his. Before Rin could even think something, he heard the door opening voice and shut his eyes. Taehyung walked in after locking the door. His eyes stays at you and the little Ren who is pretending like he's asleep. With a small painful smile, Taehyung came near you both and lay behind you. He moved his hands like wanting to wrap it around your waist like old days, but his hands didn't even touch you as he remembered you didn't forgive him yet, and he have no rights on you right now. So he just lay there looking at you when Ren finally opened his eyes again and asked with hesitation, Ren, are you my dad? Taehyung looked at him immediately. His child was looking at him with the most innocent eyes. A tear escaped his eyes as he nodded and picked up Ren in his arms and hugged him tightly. Ren didn't say anything, just kept hugging him while Taehyung was feeling how good it feels to have his son in his arm. You opened your eyes when sunlight came on your face through the glass wall. You immediately heard some giggles and looked beside you only to find Taehyung and Ren. Taehyung was playing with Ren, tickling him while laying beside you, and Ren was too enjoying it. Your heart ached, you didn't know if it was good or bad, but the first thing you do was sitting up and took Ren from his hands. Taehyung looked at you as his heart skipped, but didn't stop you knowing he deserved this. Ren looked at both of you. He is too good to read the situation, so he say, Ren, Mama Mac's uncle is waiting for me outside. He wants me to take me to shopping. Can I go? You hesitant, but seeing his sparkled eyes you nodded, and Ren jump off the bed then ran out the room while you both sat there in silence for a long time. You didn't look at him while he only looked at you then with a very hesitant look he say, Taehyung, that time. In those last years I didn't come back because Wen cut him off because you were dead. That's the reason I gave myself all these years and I still believe on it because there's no way my loving sweet boyfriend will left me after a one-night stand until he's dead. You say making his heart clenched as he gripped the bedsheet but nodded anyway like he's accepting that all these years he was really dead. Like his pain was nothing in front of yours. He was about to say something when you spoke before him. When, after Rin came back, I will leave with him. You say, and his grip tightened on the bedsheet. You were still not looking at him, but he can saw your determination. He knew that you won't stop today even if he begged so. He gulped before forcing himself to say something that he really didn't meant. Taehyung, you can't. You are forgetting that he's my heir. If I file for child custody, then there's no way you are winning against me. But I won't do it as long as you agreed to live with me. I won't use our child in this. But if you deny then, you know how cruel I am. I can even harm him too. A sharp slap landed on his cheek as you finally looked at him. Your eyes filled with fury meet his vulnerable ones. You grabbed his collar then say while jerking him towards yourself. Wen, don't. Don't you dare bring my child between this. Taehyung, our child. He corrected only to get a death glare from you. Wen, he's mine child only. So don't you even dare. Taehyung, then stay. I promised I won't bring him in between us. Wen, are you blackmailing me now? Taehyung, if that's the only way to make you stay with me then yes. I am blackmailing you. When? Why? It's not like you have wanted a family after all these years, and you must have girls from all over to your bed. Then why the hell do you need us now? Why did you come back to destroy my life again? You asked, hitting him on his chest with all your force while he stayed quiet. Taehyung, I never bring any girl other than you to my bed, and I never will. When? Bitter chuckled. So was I that good in it? Huh? You want me to serve you again on your bed? Huh? Then will you leave me alone? Tell me. Will you leave us alone then? You say, completely shouting at him while he stays sit there calmly, or maybe just look like he was calm because inside him was a storm hunting him. Taehyung, no I won't. I won't leave you alone, but I can pay you. He say as your fist clenched and another slap landed on his cheek, but he just kept looking at you. When? Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't warm beds for money. Taehyung, you don't need to. Just stay with me like before and I will pay you. You looked at him with totally disgust, then reply. When? Gritting your teeth, I don't need your money. Taehyung, but our son did. I will pay for his surgery. He say only for your heart to skip a beat. He found out. Was the only thing in your mind. Your son needs surgery as soon as he can and you are preparing money for it, but you knew there's no way you can prepare that much money with your job. You bite your inner cheek as a tear escaped your eyes. Taehyung wanted to wipe it, but again didn't, knowing that you would hate his touch. When? Have some shame at least. He didn't say anything. You swallowed your pride and everything that you have in you while saying. When? Alright, but don't even think about coming close to me or anything. Contact the best doctor, paid for it, and I will stay as long as you are just my son's dad, nothing more. No string attached this time. He nodded while looking at you. Suddenly you heard a voice downstairs. It was your son, and you immediately get off the bed while walking out of the room while saying, When? You know Taehyung, you are ridiculous. You left while Taehyung chuckled bitterly. Taehyung, finally you realize that I am ridiculous. Taehyung say, not like a joke, not about just his today's actions, but for his whole existence. He already believed that his whole existence is ridiculous. You were just looking at Rin, who was showing you his toys, the ones he wanted to buy for so long but never told you because he knew your condition and that how hard you working for his medical expenses. Your heart clenched as you realized that you were never able to fulfill his any wishes like this. As it was the first time he was showing love to materialistic things which he can't afford and not hurt you. A strange pain crawled through you, reminding you that how money is everything and that's the only thing you don't have. That's why you failed to become a good mother. Taehyung, you did your best and he knew it. You give him something more expensive than this. You give him all of your love without blaming him ever. Taehyung, who already read your mind, spoke, making you clenched your dress in your fist while murmuring. When? I knew. I did. But do you know that money can't buy love or the time you lost? You spoke firmly, and he knew clearly that you were taunting him. Max was standing there looking at Taehyung, who was still looking at you. Max still remember that Taehyung once told him that how he wanted to put his head on your lap and cry for days, spilling everything out of him. But even now when he got you, he's just looking at you like he's mourning something because he knew you wouldn't comfort him this time if he mourned in your lap. Instead, you will also make fun of him, of his vulnerable situation. Max, I seeing all this. 2 months had passed since that terrifying night when Taehyung kidnapped you. But the very next day, Rin had his surgery, and it was successful. Completely successful. Now he could eat, run, play, live like other kids. And that made you the happiest mother in the world. Even though you were still in Taehyung's mansion, still his unwilling guest, you had slowly adjusted for Ren's sake. But your heart still burned with anger and confusion whenever you looked at Taehyung. You couldn't forget how he brought you here, no matter how much he helped afterward. This evening, you walked quietly to the poolside. The sun was setting, painting the sky in soft orange and pink shades. Laughter echoed across the water, Ren's laughter. Your lips curved into a small smile as you saw Ren splashing around happily in the pool. Taehyung was in the water with him, teaching him how to swim for the past few days. He looked different like this. Calm. Playful. Almost human. Taehyung's eyes found you instantly, as they always did. And, like always, you turned your face away, ignoring him. You stepped closer to the edge, about to call out to Rin, but your foot slipped. Your body hit the water with a loud splash. Panic gripped your chest. You didn't know how to swim. The water felt like it was pulling you down, your arms flailing uselessly, but before fear could fully take over, strong arms wrapped around your waist. Taehyung. His body was warm and steady against the cold water. His hands held you like you were something precious. You gripped his shoulders tightly, gasping for breath, your wet hair clinging to your face. Your chest rose and fell rapidly, your breath shallow and desperate. Taehyung didn't say a word. He just looked at you, his eyes intense, soft. Like you weren't just some girl he kidnapped. Like you were more. Ran floated nearby, watching the scene with wide eyes and a small smile. He'd never seen the two of you this close before. Taehyung gently pulled you with him to the side of the pool, his arms still around your waist. Then, with surprising ease, he lifted you up and sat you down on the edge of the pool. But the moment you sat up, his eyes widened, and he immediately turned his face away. You were confused until you noticed Rin also looking away shyly. Frowning, you looked down and your heart stopped. Your white shirt, soaked in water, had turned nearly transparent, sticking to your skin and revealing everything. Your eyes widened in horror. You gasped, quickly getting up. You grabbed a towel from a nearby table and wrapped it tightly around yourself. Flustered, you turned to go inside the mansion, but paused when you saw the guards standing around, their eyes surely on you. You froze, feeling small, exposed. And then, behind you, a voice rang out, deep and commanding. Taehyung, everyone. Out. Of. The. Mansion. The guards immediately obeyed, the sound of heavy footsteps moving away echoing in the silent air. You glanced back. He was still looking away, but somehow he knew. He always knew. You slowly walked inside, your heart still racing, not from the water, but from the way he had looked at you. The way he had held you. The way he had protected your dignity without a second's delay. Outside, Taehyung and Rin stood near the pool. Their eyes met. Both of them smiled slightly, then softly said at the same time, Taehyung/Ren, cute? They looked at each other and giggled. You come out from the washroom after changing only to found Ren and Taehyung standing there already waiting for you with smiles on their faces. You smile back too. At Ren. When Mac's uncle was calling you. He brought you favorite pastry for you. Go enjoy it. You say, and he ran out happily after pecking your cheeks. Taehyung looked at it with a small smile, but then realized that it's his time to left too as he can breathe the same air with you as long as Rin there's too. You finally looked at him and your eyes for the first time signal him to sit, making his heart skip a beat. In this last 2 months you realize one thing, that his love never faded and that he still looks at you the way he did before. Like a man in true love. You sat there on bed before him and say, When I am ready to listen. So tell me, what was your ridiculous reason to left me that day all alone? You spoke and his eyes become moist as finally you are ready to hear. He didn't care even if you don't forgive him after hearing this, but he just wanted to share this with you. He came close to you then without saying anything. He lay there putting his head on your lap, skipping a beat of your heart as you realized that the situation is worsened than you think it is. You still remember that he put his hand on your lap like this before telling something when it's really something heart-wrenching. Then he finally spoke. Taehyung, I was really happy that day and was just looking at you peacefully sleeping figure, but then I got a call. It was Mom's. I picked it up, but on the other side it was not her. She didn't pick up the phone. He caught us. He say, and your eyes widened as you finally realize what he say. Your hand wrapped around his neck on its own while a tear escaped his eyes. He already told you about his story years ago back when he was your boyfriend, that how his dad died protecting him, how his mother is still in hiding with him trying to protect him, and that too from none other than his own grandfather. The one who wants him to join him as his heir. As the next mafia leader. Taehyung, I ran like a madman and got home. I saw him again after years. There were so many people except the one I was looking for. She was laying there on floor lifeless. She also lost her life because of me. He killed her. This time he came fully prepared. I wasn't even able to avenge him as he came knowing about you, your family, my friend. He was powerful enough to kill all of you. I don't have power to protect. Then he kept going, telling you how he was kept here being tortured all these years while in the world he was shown like he was the loving grandchild of his grandfather. How the pain of all these years is still on his body, and that's how you realize that why he never removed his clothes while teaching Rin swimming, because he don't want his child to saw his scary bruised body. He told you that how all these years his grandfather was blackmailing him with you, but he didn't even knew where you were all these years, not until one day he overpowered his grandfather, killed him, become a monster. His parents were saving him too. And the first thing he did was to come you that day. The day he realized he have a son too. Your tears fall as much as his. As you slowly opened his shirt, only for your eyes to be widened. You hated him all these years, not knowing his pain. He kept rambling and fainted while crying on your lap. Taehyung came in the kitchen and took a deep breath seeing you there. When he woke up, he couldn't found you anywhere. That's why he was looking for you everywhere, and now he finally found you making a cake. You turn around, looked at him, and smile, making his heart skipped a beat. Why, she forgive you? I am sure she did. She knew you only killed him to save yourself and everyone, and you know a mother can never hate his son even if he become a monster, but you were never a monster. You say as even while fainting he kept mumbling that how his mother would hate him now. Even from up there she won't forgive him, and that he's a monster. A tear escaped his eyes while he chuckled bitterly, still not believing on those words. You wiped his tear, and he joined his forehead with yours. Taehyung, don't pity me and never forgive me. Y/N. I don't deserve it. It was all my fault. Yn, it wasn't. And I am not forgiving you because of pity. I am forgiving you because I am tired. Tired of living in past. I really need to move on now. And most of all I need you, but believe me I won't make this choice in hurry this time, but I will try just as much as I can to fall for you. Taehyung, and I will try my best to not disappoint you ever again and to make you fall for me. He say, making you chuckled when suddenly Rin came there giggling with his favorite teddy in his hand. Rin, did you both patch up? He asked excitedly, making you chuckled as you realized that even Rin knew there was something wrong between you both. Taehyung, almost, but your dad still need to work hard to earn forgiveness for his every mistake. Wyan, and your mom still needs to heal your dad all the pain and bring happiness into his life again. You say while Taehyung picked up Ren in his arms and opened his other arm for you. You smiled, then hugged him tightly just like Ren, while tears again left Taehyung's eyes as finally after years he got his happiness back. The end.